Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sins, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, juice. It is April the 4th, 2023, and today the topic is Fool's Gold. Good morning, and happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope that you all had a great Monday. Mine was just fine. I want to give a shout out, man. Let me give a shout out to my sister. Y'all know she has ankle phlebotomy, and Sunday they had their graduation for the spring class of 2023. So shout out to her. That's something I forgot to shout out yesterday. That happened over the weekend. So yes, congratulations, sister, on another successful season and class, and congratulations to all of her students and whatnot for achieving the goal of becoming phlebotomists through Anchor Phlebotomy Institute. Also, shout out to her. Those of you all that follow me on social media, you may have seen that your girl was out and about a little bit yesterday. And while I was out and about, I was carrying my Vashti bag. That's right, y'all. I secured the bag, the Duchess bag. I got my bag. Yes, I got my Vashti bag, y'all. And so yeah, if treat yourself like a queen. You go get you one too. And if you're a gentleman listening to me, then hey, get one for your lady. A nice little tote bag, very spacious and everything like that. I said to myself, anytime I carry it, I guess I always have a nice little sweater. I have everything I need. I got plenty of space to just toss in my charger, stuff that I usually would hold in my hands. And things like that. I could just toss it in the bag. So shout out to my sister, y'all. Check out that purse. I know there's more to come and everything like that. So yeah, always super proud of my baby sister. Things that happened yesterday. So like I told y'all, I was out and about, right? And to God be the glory, first of all. Can I just give it up for the Lord? For being a provider in this season. Like I feel like I've been able to get some personal things done. Recently, y'all know that I got my hair done last month. That was something that was on my to-do list that I finally got done. And yesterday I got another thing that has been on my to-do list for a long time. Finally got it secured yesterday. I went to go get my prescription for glasses, because I don't know if y'all know or not, but your girl wears contacts, okay? So most of the time while I'm home, I don't wear anything. So, and yeah, and it's fine for the most part, because I see enough to do whatever I need to do. But for example, when we're having movie nights or things like that, I got to go put my contacts on. So it's like, I was like, I need to invest in glasses, and I've been saying that I was going to do it and everything like that. But, just putting it on the back burner over and over and over and over again. Why? Because it's a thing for me. Right. And so finally yesterday, I went and got my prescription. And after that, I secured me a few pairs because I did go and order some online and everything like that. So I'll share with you guys where and stuff like that when they get here. But I got about 3 pairs, for the price of what I saw one pair cost less than the price that I saw one pair cost at the place that I went to get my prescription. I was like, y'all got to understand eyeglass places that, people probably going to go online because they have more variety. They have more options. They have more styles and colors and all kinds of things like that. And it's a little bit more affordable than buying a pair of glasses from y'all. So, I heard that I heard one of the ladies in the office that I went to kind of speak on that a little bit. I was like, well, that's what happens when you go online, because something had happened, I guess, with another person. But my thing is like, well, I'm here with the intention to go online too, because I want variety. And that's another thing. I want to play around with my, eyeglasses and whatnot. And so I got a few pairs, but I want to get more if the Lord's will. But at least I got a few pairs to start with and whatnot. So that was something that I did yesterday. Outside of that, I had some decent conversations and whatnot, with my husband, with some other people. Actually, matter of fact, I ended up talking to, working with a client that I'm doing some dating coaching. I'm out here dating coaching, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to be your coach, go find me on Fiverr or just hit me up directly or whatever. We can make some shake, as they say. Yes, I was talking to my client that I spoke with last month. I think I told you all about him and everything like that. And so we kind of was checking in as well as talking about some other things. And what I would say about the gentleman, that he's very wise for his age. Like, so I think that he's on to something great in his life. I really do feel that and stuff. And so I'm glad to be of any assistance in things. And I feel blessed to be, in a position to assist him and everything like that. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see what the Lord is going to do with him, for him, and through him. So, yeah, y'all, I guess that's about it when it comes to my updates. I mean, y'all see that your girl's better overall. I'm better. I'm still kind of, I don't want to say sneezing, but, got the runny nose. So I'm blowing my nose, make sure all the cold's out. You know how that go. And I'm still coughing every now and then, again, coughing the cold out and everything like that. But for the most part, can I say what, 90, 95%? 90, 95%? I give it that today. I'm almost there, as they say. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mama. It's so funny because we be having conversations and it's like she'll keep telling me the same stuff. And I'm like, Mom, she's like, you need to go buy some medicine. I'm like, Mama, I have medicine. I've been taking medicine. He's like, I don't know if she don't think the medicine I'm currently using is good enough. I don't know. But I'm like, Mama, I love you too, Mama. I love you too. Oh, inspirational outreach, y'all. Inspirational outreach. Shout out to her, man. Can I also give a shout out to my brother Sammy over there in Pakistan? He's knocking things out he's knocking things out for her. He's knocking things out for me as well. And so again, he was the first member of the Dream Team, the International Dream Team that I now have. And he's been hanging in strong with me, over these past 3 years, right? Remember our 3-year anniversary just went by. And so I just want to give him a shout out as well. Like, hardworking gentleman. And to God be glory for that gentleman, Mr. Sammy. All right, y'all. Let's get into this conversation this morning, y'all, because I find it to be interesting. Basically, when I woke up to the sound of my alarm this morning, the phrase "fool's gold" came into my heart and mind, and I'm like, okay, Lord. I just went into, looked up Bible verses centered around fool's gold, and then I just kind of started to do my little thing to wake up, and ended up listening to the prayer meditation. To be honest, I kind of feel like the prayer meditation wasn't fully for me today. Not that it was bad or anything. It just was like, I don't know if I could fully relate to it. I can't even really remember everything that it was talking about, but it was like, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't go for my mind in fool's gold now, so I can't remember because I guess I couldn't relate to it. So I just started to focus on, what I guess the Lord was sharing with me this morning, y'all. And so, I started to look into fool's gold. I looked up verses, of course, on openbible.info, and they were resonating and everything like that. But I ended up just looking into what the term fool's gold mean, because I'm familiar with it, but I don't necessarily use it like that. I don't use that phrase. Who knows? Maybe I'll start using it now. Hey, that's fool's gold. I don't know. Maybe I'll start incorporating it into my life now. But for the most part, I don't necessarily use the term. So I did look it up to see what internet had to say that fool's gold meant. And this is what I found. I'm going to take a sip of water. Man. All right, here we go. They say in finance, fool's gold means any flashy but ultimately worthless investment. Ooh, okay. So that already speaks volumes. Like, yeah, I believe that there's a lot of fool's gold in these days and times. There's a lot of fool gold, period. There's a lot of things that are flashy but are ultimately a worthless investment. Um, we'll go deeper about that, but let me share with you guys another thing I came across. I also came across this relationship definition, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they were referencing a song by One Direction. I don't know a song or anything like that, but I guess they got it from this. So it was supposed to be like a definition of relationship, or what fool's gold means in a relationship. And I'm sharing it because I found it to be interesting. And that says, being aware of a romantic partner's empty love, but wanting to continue the relationship anyway, despite feeling used. And then ultimately, I came across this that said, something you think will be very pleasant and successful, but it's not. So there's a lot there, right? Just with this definition or the definitions of fool's gold. Now, granted, I don't think any of these are like Webster definitions or anything like that. I literally just Googled fool's gold, and these are the things that came up that resonated or that I felt led to share, right? And so when I think about that first description, right, I think about, like, again, that question the Lord asked me back in the day, right, during the cultivation period. I tell y'all about it all the time. But just in case you ain't, this your first time listening to me or something, just a reminder, basically during my 20s, I felt like the Lord had presented to me that, hey, what you do for me is what's going to last. And I was pursuing a lot of things at that time. But ultimately, I decided to start pursuing the things of God, because I was like, well, I want to do something that's going to last. And if you're telling me that a lot of this stuff that I'm, embarking on is fool's gold, for example, then I want to get the pure gold, right? I want the real gold. I want to do something that's going to last. I don't want to, waste my life away on fool's gold. So this is what I was ultimately reminded of when I read that first description of any flashy but ultimately worthless investment, like investing my time. Also, I was more so leaning towards that. Now I know that the description started talking about, like, I guess what the fool's goal is finance wise, and they start talking about a particular type of metal. Shout out to my mama. Oh Lord. Yeah, they started talking about a certain type of metal and everything. But yeah, I more so thought about, like, the investment of time. Like, what are we investing time on? What are we doing with our time? It is the thing that we are investing our time in and on fool's gold. That's where my heart and mind went when I read that this morning. So then I came across that romantic description, right? The one that I read about, the romantic description. And to me, now, yeah, we could talk about human relationships, and how that makes us feel and blah, blah, blah. Yes, it fits that too. But more so than that, I could see this as God's love for us. Like, he is aware of our empty love, but in spite of that, he wants to continue to have a relationship with us anyway, even though we are totally using him. And we don't like that. If it was us, we wouldn't do it, to be honest, because we don't do it to one another, X, Y, and Z. Some people do, but most of us don't. But I feel like God loves this way. Now, is that fool's gold? Is that foolish? Well, speaking of that, I mean, y'all know that our anniversary is on April Fool's, and I happened to share a little caption today, and at the end of it, I put that verse that the fool that God uses the foolish things to confound the wise, X, Y, and Z. Like, maybe it's foolish, quote unquote, to us, right? To love in this way unconditionally, love in spite of being used, love in spite and want a relationship in spite of it being an empty love in regards to us. But there is some pure love there and available, right? There is some pure love from humans for God. So it's not in vain, right, for him, to have that unconditional love for us, because some of us are going to reciprocate it and be thankful and be grateful and all the different things, and can be spared, right, and things like that. Now, some of us won't, and that's a whole nother thing. But that's what I just kind of started reflecting on as I read that. And then ultimately, again, this idea of thinking something that's going to be pleasant and successful, but it's not. I mean, again, that can go a variety of ways as well. But I think today we should just really, really focus again on the things that we spend our time on. Like, I really feel like more than anything, that's where we should focus today when it comes to this concept of fool's gold. So let's get into some Bible, y'all. Let's see what the Bible has to say. James 5:1-3. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupting, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is canker, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days." I mean, I know the word tells us about that we need to be putting treasure in heaven versus gathering up earthly treasures for ourselves. And this tells us what that looks like in the end. And so, yeah, like, where are you? Are you focusing your life on fool's gold? Are you building up treasure here on earth and not building any treasure in heaven? I guess that's the question today. All right. So then this next verse I have to share, it is Proverbs 8:10. It says, "Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold." Like, this is what I believe that God wants us to do. I believe that this is, what he's requesting, and what he's showing is more valuable than the fool's gold or the things that we believe is valuable. Like, yes, there is wisdom, right, in leaving something behind for your family and things like that. It's making investments and all that type of stuff. Of course, God would like us to be a good steward over money and things like that. However, if we go through life only focusing on earthly things and desires, then I guess that, to me, what I'm receiving is that's like a disservice to the life that God has given you. Like, at the end of the day, we need to be giving glory and honor to the Lord, and in all things, ultimately, again, building up treasure in heaven and whatnot. And so, this is what came to me this morning, y'all, when I looked into fool's gold. Again, something that has come into my heart and mind soon as the Lord woke me up. And ultimately, I mean, I believe that the juice today is just ultimately sharing with us again. It's just more important to build your treasure in heaven versus on earth. I did not write down those verses today that reflect that, but you guys can look into that on your own. And you'll notice the Go Deeper section doesn't necessarily even have any verses either. Basically, I just asked the question, and anybody listening to the sound of my voice or that follows this whole situation, and y'all do this every day with me, let's reflect on this question today. Is there any fool's gold in your life? Is there any fool's gold in your life today? And if so, I hope and pray that this encourages you and inspires you to lay some of that down and start to build your wealth and treasure in heaven. Like I said, that's the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is Matthew 21:21. It says, Jesus answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, that juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And there you go. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, sharing, all those wonderful things. Again, I hope that the juice was encouraging and inspiring to you today. Apologize for my still, ailments and whatnot. My mama called me out yesterday. I ain't gonna tell y'all what she said, but I'm like, Lord, mama, come on now. See, this is why I should have just kept the audio and y'all wouldn't have been seeing me. But oh well. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for caring. Shout out to my guy over there in Australia, Mr. Ewan, for noticing that your girl is better. You know what I'm saying? And as for today, what I need to be doing is preparing, because, like I said, Easter is around the corner. I'm supposed to be doing a performance at the church. So I need to be prepared for that. Tomorrow, Madam Miraculous is going to be doing the small group, so I need to finalize what that's going to be. And yeah, I don't think anybody's on the calendar today, but yeah, that's what I need to be doing today, like finalizing stuff like that. So yeah, y'all be praying for you, girl. I appreciate you all. Yeah, any aspect of support is greatly, greatly appreciated on the behalf of me and the team and everything like that. And like I said, I hope you all enjoy the content that we create here. And like I said, hopefully more content to come from us and everything like that. But in the meantime, in between time, I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. And like I said, I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.